Many of the obedients seem to think that you have a personal vendetta against Peter Obi and the obedients. Do you have an issue with them?
I don't. I'm going to tell you what happened. I took a vow to destroy that movement because Peter Obi was a project of mine. Myself, two people actually, Senator Ben Moribuz and I, a former president had asked us to make sure that we promote him because he felt that he was a good candidate. And so I did my best. I spent my money to promote him. I was responsible for Peter Obi becoming the running mate to Waziri Atiku Abubakar in 2019. I've said this publicly. I've got the document. I'm a meticulous record keeper. Waziri Atiku Abubakar cannot deny it. Peter Obi cannot deny it. Peter Obi was lobbying me, sending me his resume. We did everything we did. I've not collected a dime from Peter Obi. Now, what happened is that Peter Obi left our party, the People's Democratic Party, without informing any of us who helped him. And that's okay. He should have done that. But he left the party just suddenly. And then, obviously, we couldn't go with him because he didn't tell us that he was leaving. Now, even if he told us, we wouldn't have gone with him. So we had our party and we had our candidates, and we were trying to build our party. And what happened is that Peter Obi's movement, Obedience, they started attacking me, insulting me. Now, that was okay, but then they moved from myself to my family. I just had a daughter at that time. There were multiple threats. They came to my house in the United Kingdom. They trailed my wife and I when we were jogging. They found out my jogging route, and then they would pursue me jogging and then hitting me. And so one day I just got very annoyed. I contacted Peter Obi. I told him this is what was happening. And I named a specific individual who is online. I knew that the person masquerades as a mixed race girl on X. And I told him, look, I know who the person is. You've got to speak with that person on the phone. Peter Obi put me on speakerphone, talked to somebody on the background, and then later came back to me. I said, look, he cannot condemn that person. That specific person, he cannot condemn that person, but he will issue a general statement, but he cannot condemn that person. So that means that Peter Obi knew who that person was. Anyway, the attacks continued, and I would contact Peter Obi, and I've got records of all of this. Peter Obi would not do anything. And so I took a decision one day. I said, well, if Peter Obi is like this, if he's not going to control this movement, this thuggish movement, this mob, this headless mob, then I am going to do my possible best with whatever considerable, a political machinery that I have to destroy that movement. And that's just a summary of what happened.
Would you care to mention who the person was that you said you had spoken to Peter
Obi?
Well,
I discussed with Peter Obi. I don't think it's right for me to come here and then begin to do that. I put it to Peter Obi. The thing about me is that I'm not afraid of a confrontation, but when I want to do it, I will do it with you face to face and make sure that I give you an opportunity to put what is wrong right. And if you can do that, then the relationship is safe. But if you can't, well, then it goes awry. It goes awry, sorry.